This is my review of My Hero Academia. Okay, so All Might was able to throw off Nomu, but that pretty much took up the last of his strength and can only stall for time as the other pro heroes show up, which they do eventually, but not before Shigaraki and Kurogiri go in for the kill against All Might, while at the same time the guy who's been jamming their communications comes out and threatens to kill one of the students if they don't give up. Because he attacks one of the members of Class 1A, the electric guy. I forget who his name is, he does attack, and despite Phone Jack Girl being able to slowly sneak away, is unable to really do anything using her powers, because she doesn't need to move, but she's unable to help him. And all the underlings are slowly getting up, so now it's kind of a race against the clock. And Deku, realizing that All Might is pretty much at his limit and realizing he's the only one who knows this, leaps into action against Shigaraki and Kurogiri, who are trying to finish off All Might once and for all, but are basically outnumbered, as pretty soon after Tenya Ida shows up with all the pro heroes currently working at the school, who basically defeat all the minor villains and injure Shigaraki, who, along with Kurogiri, escape and report back to their leader, who is unknown at the time, but finds out about how Nomu was defeated, but also finds out that Deku may in fact be the next user of One for All. So it's entirely possible that the new villain knows about this. We don't ever see his face because he's only in an audio call, but we find out that he does indeed know about Deku now. So this is going to be interesting. And with the exception of Deku, nobody's really injured. I mean, sure. The two teachers that went up against him, 13 and Aizawa, are injured, but they'll be fine. They're in a stable condition and they will be healed up eventually, but they are in critical condition, but they will be fine. And the detective in charge of the police force manages to round up all the villains and finds Nomu, who is just kind of sitting there because he doesn't really do anything unless talked to, and doesn't really respond, and is kind of peaceful without anybody really influencing what he's doing. He's just kind of a useless little ball of dough. He's just sitting there. So yeah, and eventually it's revealed that the detective and All Might are indeed best friends, and the two do talk about this kind of thing and tell each other what exactly went wrong. And the detective does tell that everybody from Class 1A is in a stable condition and they're fine, with the exception of Deku, but none of the students are really injured. I mean, the electric guy's a little brain dead, but that's really it. I mean, that is the side effect of his powers, which he can't really use because it's not exactly streamlined, but hey, what are you gonna do? And eventually, Deku is let out of the nurse's office after he recovers and meets up with Ida and Ochako after this, but it's not without any real consequence, because we realize later that Deku didn't know it at the time, but he does state through his little narration at the end that there was a bigger incident coming that he didn't know about. And then it shows the shot of a new villain who's overlooking the city. We don't know who he is yet. I'm assuming he's going to be important in the second season. I don't know. But that's really all there is. So yeah, I guess we'll have to see what happens. So these two new villains that they introduced seem like they're going to be a bigger threat. I mean, the one guy actually licked his lips a little creepily, which implies that he is indeed a villain, and is going to be a little bit interesting to see what they're going to do with the story from here. I mean, it's shown that All Might has other people who know his secret, so it's quite clear that Deku isn't the only one who knows, but he's the only student who knows, and very few of the staff know. And it is shown that they do have to beef up security, as the principal states, but it's going to be interesting. We're not really sure what's going to happen. And we do see a lot of the UA staff in the scene. We don't really get any of their names, but we do see a lot of different people here. So it's going to be interesting getting to meet all of them at some point. But that's really it. So if you guys did like this episode of My Hero Academia's first season and was satisfied with the conclusion, what did you guys think? Let's get a discussion going in the comment section down below, or over on my Discord server, link in the description. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did indeed enjoy it, then be sure to hit that like and the subscribe button. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. And also, check out my Patreon in the description below as well. It's only a couple bucks a month. Helps support me, and I would appreciate it if you checked it out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!
Sure, kamikaze. Alright. Lock down, that means I'm gonna shoot. That means when I shoot, I'm gonna get even less. Alright. Well, that's problematic, but nothing I can't deal with. Is he a